Hello, gossipers. I know, they say not to make fun of people's misfortune, but he's making fun of himself, right? So we can do that. Today's Sunday, February 1st, 2026, and it's Black History Month, right? I'm not quite sure. Do we still celebrate Black History Month? Well, I'm going to say it here because the story I'm about to tell is about heavyweight Jarrell Miller. He got his toupee knocked off mid-fight, and then he tosses it into the crowd. So take a look at this video.
Well, I've never seen this before, but a fighter is getting the hair knocked off his head, Sergio!
Wow, that is going to make the rounds on social media. That's like a cartoon.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So you just witnessed that, right? Now, I'm not a watcher of boxing, right? Not even when the Olympics or anything like that. In general, no UFC fights, stuff like that. No, that's not my sport. But when you're going around on social media, Instagram, stuff is going to come up. And watching that, you had to give it a laugh. And he's also laughing at himself. So I'm like, come and let y'all know. Get a laugh for this Sunday. And the article, it says, no matter how many years you've been watching boxing, a moment can still come along and surprise you. One of those moments came on the undercard of Saturday's card, headlined by Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson, in a heavyweight fight between Jarrell Big Baby, they call him Big Baby Miller, and Kingsley Ibeth. Ibeth knocked a toupee off Miller's head. The bizarre moment came during the second round of the fight as Ibeth had landed a few punches. A line showed along the side of Miller's head. I'm just going to call him by his first name because I don't want to mess it up, his last name. Kingsley connected with more punches. The earpiece lifted from Miller's head and flapped in the air with each shot. Miller, who infamously failed a drug test for multiple banned substances ahead of a world title opportunity against Anthony Joshua in 2019, was left with little choice but to remove the toupee between rounds. But Miller took one step further than simply removing the earpiece, instead opted to rip it off and launch it into the crowd. Miller fought on, sporting a strange ring of hair as the moment quickly began to go viral. After seemingly losing many of the early rounds of the fight, Miller showcased better cardio down the stretch, catching up over the second half of the fight to ultimately take a split decision by scores of 94-96, 97-93, and 97-93. I get to my mom's house. You know what? Let Miller tell the story. Listen to what Miller had to say.
So it's so funny, right? I get to my mama's house and she had some shampoo bottles under her table, and I shampooed it. The shit was like ammonium bleach. I already lost my hair like 2 days ago, so I called my man. I said, "Give me the man. Let me slap that shit on real quick." Abiza knocked that shit off. But like I said before, man, it's funny, man. I'm a comedian.
And there you go, the explanation. He's a comedian, like he said. He finds it funny. It was entertaining for us. And as I said, it's once in a while you get something like this happening at a boxing match, right? Was there anything? Well, as I said, I'm not a watcher, but because the only thing I can remember is when Mike Tyson, bit the ear off Holyfield. Other than that, I can't really remember of anything that stands out, and this definitely stands out. Anyways, gossipers, did you watch the fight? What are your thoughts? And as always, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching and listening.